What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. I do fitness tech supplement reviews and lifestyle videos every single week. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. Now, I've been looking forward to doing this follow-up review or new review or whatever you want to call it. But basically what we have here, what just came in the mail literally yesterday, is the new Ghost Chips Ahoy version 2, okay? And if you guys have seen my original review of the original Chips Ahoy review, it was awful, okay? Straight up, 100%, I thought it was awful. I literally had 2 scoops of it, and then I literally had a subscriber pay for shipping, and I sent it to him, didn't charge him for it, etc. Okay, and I bought both of the tubs out of my own pocket. No one's reimbursed me, that sort of thing. I mean, I don't really know how to feel about this product. To be honest with you, my hopes are not really that high with this product just because honestly, it really was a huge letdown to me with the version 1. And I'll just kind of refer to, you know, the last review version 1, and this is the new V2. That's kind of how I'll refer to things. So let's get right into this review, guys. I'm gonna start off right with taste, okay? Because that's probably the most important thing that you guys are wondering. Did they improve the taste? Now, here's the thing. Ghost came out with a video. They're behind the scenes kind of building the brand, right? And they basically said, we saw the feedback, which was terrible, and we're gonna fix this. Let's try to make it more chocolate chippy, more Chips Ahoy, I don't know. But basically, I watched the episode and the owners, Dan and Ryan, basically wanted to correct the issue. A lot of it had to come down to basically the Chips Ahoy chunks were put in before the blending of the protein, so a lot of it got broken down after blending, and then it pretty much just kind of turned into this, not very big of chunks. So what they did is they actually put the chunks in after the blend, and now the chunks should be more apparent, and there's actually more chunks of Chips Ahoy cookie within the product. Now, with that, as you guys can probably figure out, the calorie content in this is gonna be a little bit higher, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Let's just get right into this. This is really raw, guys. Like I said, this thing just arrived. Well, actually it arrived yesterday, but I was out of town. So my initial thoughts looking at it is there definitely appears to be way more cookie chunks, actual chunks of cookie that I can physically see in the tub. I'll kind of bring that up there and you guys can kind of see. It actually smells like a Chips Ahoy cookie. I kind of said that in my first review. And we're gonna look at the directions here. Like I said, this is very raw, guys. Usually I have all this down, but I wanted to kind of get this done as soon as we could. 5 to 6 ounces of water is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 1 scoop, 1 rounded scoop, as they say. So I would say that's a rounded scoop, right? Right into here. Now, I always mix my protein with water. Oops, wrong lid. Always mix my protein with water, guys. I never do milk, almond milk, anything like that. So for me, it's important that this mixes well in water and tastes good. So, you guys hear that? I can hear the chunks. Cheers, here we go. Okay, there's literally chunks on the bottom here, if you guys can see that. Here's what I'm gonna say. Completely honest, unbiased, guys. I'm not being paid. They didn't send this to me. Ghost didn't reach out to me and was like, hey, everyone's seen your review, take it down, whatever. Honestly, this actually tastes really, really good. This is what I somewhat expected in the V1. This V2 is what I expect from Ghost. Most of their flavorings, if not all, and I've tried the majority, probably 90% of their flavorings, are 100% incredible, okay? And I will be the first to say, like I said, I was very disappointed with the Chips Ahoy V1. This Chips Ahoy V2, and granted, this is in water, mind you, water. It tastes actually really, really good. It tastes like a Chips Ahoy cookie. It doesn't have that kind of mocha taste that I had in the original. The chunks are really nice. They're actual pieces of cookie, which is great. Overall, I think they have corrected the problem. I think they've corrected the issue. I think, honestly, for me, this is a complete 180, and I'm not even just saying that. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. There might be still some people out there that are like, this doesn't taste like a Chips Ahoy cookie. At the end of the day, I think this is actually very, very close. Is it 100%? Of course not. It's really difficult to get a taste of a cookie, an actual like specific cookie into here. But I think with the chunks, the majority of the flavor is coming from those chunks of cookie, and I think that's what really kind of makes it taste like a Chips Ahoy cookie. The protein wise, like, this is great. I'm definitely gonna use this. You will see it in my vlogs. You will see it in my reviews. You'll see it in the back here. As you guys can see, The Ghost Chips Ahoy V1 is not even here. Like I said, I literally sent it off to a subscriber and he actually enjoyed it. And like I said, there's been mixed reviews with V1. V2 though, this thing is great. You know, in terms of taste, guys, I am gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I think they've revamped it. I think it's still really, really good. I don't think it's 100%, but I will literally still drink this, and I think it's a really nice, tasty treat, especially as we get closer to the holidays. This will be something nice to kind of, you know, sip on post-workout, and it's a little sweeter. The chunks are really nice. I like that, and it kind of brings a different texture to your protein. So hands off to them, 4 out of 5, incredible score. I mean, I think that's a huge 180. That's what I give it in terms of taste. In terms of price, it's same price, $39.99. It's a 2-pound tub, 26 servings. So, you know, what's interesting is I actually had a subscriber write in and say that the price was actually way higher, and I should have scored it a little bit lower. And honestly, guys, to be honest, like, it's all my opinion. And, you know, we all will have different opinions when it comes to these things. And for me, really, if the Chips Ahoy V1 would have lived up to the expectations that I had, if it had gotten a 4 out of 5, it would have scored higher, okay? Because that's the expectation, is that you're marketing, you're selling me on the Chips Ahoy, that branding, that, you know, idea behind it. And when it didn't deliver, it just completely washed out the price. And that's where things get really difficult, because obviously I do go through this one by one. Given this circumstance, I've already done the taste. So in terms of the price, I think it's a 4 out of 5 here. Is it expensive? Is it more expensive than a lot of other protein? Yes, hands down, hands down. But what you're buying here is really the name and the actual like pieces of Chips Ahoy within the protein. So just remember that, guys. That's how I look at it. That's how I kind of justify it. That's how I'm like, okay, I would spend $40 on this. And granted, they have a lot of 20% off coupons, but on the channel, we try to keep it pretty much exactly the price when I look it up. And as of today, it is $39.99, same price as V1. So in terms of the price, 4 out of 5. I think for me, this is worth it to buy, because this is probably one of their best tasting proteins that I've had. Now, let's talk about the label, guys, because obviously things have changed here, and they've basically added more cookie chunks. So they've increased a little bit of fat, a little bit of carb. So now we're at 160 calories total, 3 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and still 25 grams of protein. Like I said, there's obviously better protein out there. If you're trying to shred down, if you're doing a show, if you're doing anything where you're really trying to like tighten everything up, this is probably not your go-to way, okay? Go-to way, get it? You know, this is probably something that you use in the off season. Maybe you're bulking, maybe you want a little bit extra calories, maybe you want something that tastes a little bit better. Look, at the end of the day, guys, we're all gonna have our own opinion when it comes to whether or not, you know, the label is justified in me actually drinking it or eating it or taking a pre-workout, etc. It's all gonna be dependent on the person. But for me personally, I'm literally kind of blown away at the taste here. I think that they've really turned it around, and honestly, my expectations were pretty much nothing. You know, getting back to the label, guys, I'm gonna give the label, again, I think it's a 4 out of 5 for me. You're getting Chips Ahoy chunks, okay? You really can't mark it down for having those chunks and increasing the caloric content, because you know that already, okay? And you're walking into it, and again, for me personally, I know what's in it. Authentic pieces of Chips Ahoy, and it's worth it for me to get a few extra calories to get that amazing flavor. For me, it's a 4 out of 5 all across the board, guys, when it comes to the taste, the price, and the label breakdown ingredients. And just one other thing, guys, if you guys are interested in any samples, make sure you head on over to my brand new website. I designed it myself. I literally am a one-man band here, but it's www.vwfitness.club, okay? Head on over, hit shop, and then you can click on free samples. All you have to do is pay for shipping. That's all I ask for. I will bag it, I will label it, I will make sure you guys have all the information. You guys can give some products a try, and let me know your feedback. So anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.